Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Godforge video. Today's video I want to talk about everything that, Alpha 3 regarding how you can prepare, what you can choose as starter, what are going to be, some of the juicy things that you can get by participating in this one based on the video that Simon has already done on their official channel. I'm going to have a link anyway to all of their socials in the description of this video, but I guess let's jump straight into it. So as you might have seen, I made a video yesterday saying which I believe to be the best starter for Alpha Wave 3, and kind of like, a TLDR is going to be Guan Yu, and the reason for that is he's going to be the most useful one out of the starters, specifically for the stages against bosses, because you know what, everybody's going to be a good wave clearer initially, then you're going to start getting more epics, legendaries and stuff like that. So that's what I kind of said. I also went over the patch notes. If you want to see just all of these videos, you can see on my channel talking about big changes. If you want to see me beating all of it with the rares only, you see that I made stuff of videos over here. But some cool reference ones that I want to suggest you guys to watch if you're playing Godforge for the first time in the alpha is check out my ultimate alpha guide, right? It should tell you everything that's, relevant, even though it's kind of like, this was made after Alpha Wave 1, 99% of stuff is still relevant, and you still want to check this one out. Also, this one for don't miss certain things, because some things might not be as obvious. Then if you've never played a gacha game, right, or a turn-based RPG like this, fight mechanics could be a really good one for you to understand. Also, know your stats, just so you know what all of the stats do. So these are kind of like the one that I suggest that you go and check out. And then after that, browse at your legion, and I hope it's helpful. Now, let's jump into the video. So Alpha Final Wave, right? We have Alpha Final Wave 3, which should be live, which should be going live in about 2 hours, or like, an hour and a half since me posting this video, and then it's gonna last up until the 12th of September at 3 p.m. UTC. Now, if you wanna get all of the details, you can go and check Simon's video, but pretty much TLDR, there's gonna be a link for PC, right? So for PC and for Mac, it's just gonna be, there's gonna be a link to download, and then there's going to be a link for you to use, a code for you to use in order to install the game. If you've played this before, make sure completely uninstall and delete all of that. Simon showed how to do it over here at the end. Again, I'm going to link this video at the end of this one just so you can see. But TLDR, PC and Mac, just get the download link that it should be sent through the email. Do the activation code to start playing. If you're a mobile user, if you have already whitelisted your email for your Play Store or your Apple Store, you don't need to do it anymore. If not, you're going to have to, whitelist. Pretty much contact support, put your email to be whitelisted, and then wait for an email. For the sake of Android, you're gonna be, he says somewhere over here, let me see. So for the sake of Android, there's gonna be an email sent, right, with the exact download link, and then for the sake of iOS, there's gonna be a test flight email, just so you can download it and start playing. Now, let's jump into the interesting stuff. They actually have a rewards calendar, right? So we have the alpha starting, like I said, today, 3 p.m. UTC, which is in about 2 hours from now. Then for 2 days, there's nothing, but they have a rewards calendar to help us push. So you're going to see Saturday, we're going to get 2,000 energy, 3 million gold. Sunday, 2,000 energy, 3 million gold, and then 5 5-star spirits, which should get you a 6-star. Then you're going to see over here on day 8 on Monday, 2,000 energy, 3 million gold. Day 9, 2,000 energy, 3 million XP. Day 10 on Wednesday, 2,000 energy, 5 million gold, and again 5 5-star spirits, again another free 6-star. Then on Thursday, 2,000 more energy, 5 million more gold, 3 million XP, and then the last day, Friday, which is going to be nothing, but at 3 p.m. UTC it closes. So you definitely want to keep in mind when this one closes, because there's some interesting stuff happening, especially regarding the rewards. Now, before we jump into that, Simon was talking about the leaderboard, right? So there's going to be leaderboards based on people that are going to be, who gets to the stage level, who has as many stars levels, who gets final boss damage. All of this is going to be on the official Godforge website. I don't have the specific link yet, but once I'm going to have it, I'm going to share it in the description of my other videos. But again, if you just check their official Discord, which again, link in the description to their official Discord, if you check that one, you should be able to get yourself this link so that you can follow up. Now, the sad thing is that, there's going to be some cool rewards. And this is one of the best things that there is about it. And this was the thing that I was the most excited about. And that was the fact that some people are gonna be able to win an exclusive invitation to Vegas, right? Pretty much, Fateless are gonna be flying people out to Vegas for a few days. I don't know the exact date yet, but I think it's somewhere next year. And you know, based on how people rank, and there's gonna be some fun, you know, some fun stuff that's gonna happen. There's gonna be the diorama that's gonna be made is gonna sit in Velcro's vault. Squidmark's gonna do that. Pretty much the team that wins, I think the one that does the highest damage, is gonna be like made into a nice statue, and then names of the people that get in the top are gonna do that. And then there's gonna be, you know, there's a list of like who can participate. Let me see, what is it? Is it at the end? Yep, it's gonna be over here. But before we jump into that, there's gonna be portrait frames, right? Everyone who takes part in alpha and logs progress in the caverns, everyone's gonna get a fancy portrait frame, which nobody can get afterwards. Then anyone who plays every day, keep in mind, every day for the final whale will receive 1,000 rubies on the game launch account, which is gonna be, you know, as a thank you for us being alpha testers. Then we're gonna get Fafnir's Bane, the first 1,000 players, first 1,000, keep in mind, to defeat Fafnir on floor 151 will earn a commemorative medal and the exclusive in-game title, Fafnir's Bane. So this is the only time you can get it. If you care about stuff like that, right, about the bragging rights, then try to be one of those ones that finish it, and you're gonna get that. Also, credits recognition. Anyone who completes the tower and attacks Fafnir on floor 151 will have their name displayed in the official game credits, right? You're gonna be famous. Get in the top 1,000 and you're gonna be famous. Then next one's gonna be these amazing coins, right? That's gonna be really cool. So we're gonna talk about the coins. Let me see what it is. Is it the coins? Is the next one? There's pretty much, I think it's the first 1,000 people will also get those coins. But the juiciest one is the last part, right? This one, the invitations to Las Vegas. Now, sad thing, unfortunately, I cannot participate with this, right? I really wanted, my goal, you might have known, you might have heard me try and, you know, speak about this pretty vocally, that I'm gonna try and, you know, get #1, at least, you know, top 5, or try and be one of the ones that gets to, you know, get this invitation to Vegas. Unfortunately, because of, you know, how laws are in the US and other countries, because, you know, I'm married to Susie, which Susie is the community manager for Fateless, right? For those who do not know, I cannot participate because of those laws. So it's kind of sad for me, unfortunately. I really wanted that, but it is what it is. I guess what I'm gonna do though is I'm just gonna participate and do my best for the bragging rights. Now, it's not only that, timing's a bit difficult as well with the main helpers of taking care of my baby girl. For those of you that do not know, I have a baby girl that's 1 year and almost 5 months now. My parents are gone for a few days. Exactly today they left, so I'm not going to be able to participate as much as I want the first 2 days. Then at the same time, we're in the process of finishing getting our house, so time IRL is a bit tight for me as well. So I guess it was just a sign, right? The fact that I cannot participate to get these anyway, and the fact that my parents and everything else happening in IRL, it is what it is. However, if you guys want to do it, these are cool things. There's going to be 7 total invites. 2 of them will be the Conquerors. It's going to be the first and second player to beat the caverns on floor 151, which this is something I'm going to try. But again, if I'm the one of the first 2, it's going to go to the next one, right? Because that's the way it happens. Then there's going to be the Destroyer. 2 invites will be the player who deals the most total damage on 151. Then the player who finishes second on damage leaderboard. So 2 people are going to be the first to the finish. 2 people are going to be the highest 2 damage dealers. Again, this is going to be based on, you know, do you have 21? You can go and check all of the video for the description, but are you 21 years or over? Can you travel to this? You know, there's going to be some quirky complication stuff that needs to be kept in mind, but still, you know, if you want to participate and try and do this, check it out. Also, there's going to be 2 the Explorers. The first 2 players to complete all challenge stars are going to get, again, those invitations. Then the last one is going to be RNG, right? Because it's a gacha game at the end of the day. So RNG is going to be the key. This one's going to be an additional player chosen at random from those who complete at least 1 cavern level every day during the alpha final wave. So this lucky random invite is going to be everybody that's going to participate. Doesn't matter if you beat floor 151 or not. As long as you logged every single day and you do one fight in the caverns, you're going to get in that sweepstake where they're going to choose 1 lucky winner to get that, right? The experience is going to be Masterclasses Vorko's Vault. All the 7 ones will have exclusive Masterclass painting experience. I definitely would have needed that because I suck at art. I'm really bad at painting. In my whole class in high school, I had the highest marks. The lowest marks. That was so bad. But anyway, jokes aside, there's some really cool stuff that you definitely want to keep in mind. Also keep in mind, if you're somebody that's going to get the Conqueror title and the Destroyer, you're not going to get both, right? So one of them, you're going to be kept for one of them, and then the other one's going to be picked based on, they're going to have some internal between the seniors, choose the next one down. So these rewards are pretty amazing. Let me see what else. Fair play, obviously, if there's people that are going to abuse bugs to try and do this, they're going to be excluded because, you know, it's all about trying to be fair play. And I think that pretty much covers all of it. Again, I'm going to link this video in the end. If you want to see how to delete the old files on PC or Mac, definitely go check this video out because Simon explains everything, but pretty much TLDR on PC at least. You go to user, you go to your whatever username is, go to app data, which might be a hidden folder, so make sure you unhide it. Then go to local and then delete everything that's over here in Godforge, right? That's what I did. I deleted that whole folder that says Godforge, and it should have it pretty good. Simon should have deleted the player and play as well. Just kidding. But anyway, we're going to be starting the alpha experience, like I said, in about an hour and a half, 2 hours from now. Hope you guys have fun. Hope you guys, you know, compete as much as you want if you're somebody that competes. Again, I'm going to be doing my best, but I'm not going to do crazy since, you know, I cannot win any of those trips. But just for the sake of bragging rights, I'm going to try and do my best. But as always, thank you for watching. Oh yeah, wait, I have a website. I have a baby website in development. It's nothing too crazy. It's, you know, there's a lot better out there. I'm just developing this simple website. I'm still in the process working on it, where I kind of have like every single person in the game that we currently have listed over here. Then if you need this, the reason why I did it is if people need these for the sake of the stars when you're trying to complete, because some might say use at least one Slayer or use at least one Invoker or whatever, you can go and see over here. Again, it's not tidy, it's not perfect. It's a basic, simple website I don't have knowledge of this. I'm just developing it in case you need it, because like I said in the previous video, for example, one of the stages says use or place Ether Burn on one of the units. Let me see what it is. And you can see there's only 2 people, right? There might be some other one that says, I don't know, place resistance down on them. You can see there's not too many to do it. So hopefully this is going to help. Do keep in mind that it's not as fancy. So if I click Slayer, but then I want to click Defender as well, it shows all of them. It doesn't show somebody that's a Slayer or a Defender. So it's not as fancy, but you just want to see one of these filters. This should help. They're not updated yet. I'm still looking on trying to see how I can get this background not to be white. How can you get pictures and description, but everything's over here. There's a link to my YouTube, Discord, and Twitch. These 2 are something I need to remove, but you know, it's a simple basic website that I'm trying to develop. In the future, I'm going to try to have a tier list as well. Tier list currently just links to my Ultimate Beginner's Guide, so you know, hopefully it helps. But anyway, thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.